Hi, I'm Winston Hacking. I'm an animator, currently based in Montreal, originally from Peterborough, Ontario. I think my first steps in making my own work was just kind of figuring out my own way of creating movement. I didn't know how to draw, I didn't know how to paint, wasn't really good at traditional animation, so I just kind of figured my own way of starting to make things move and piecing things together using cutouts from magazines and, rotoscoping video and kind of jamming them together into something new. So the soup cans video, my first video doing collage animation, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew that if I filmed little pieces of paper being moved by hand against green screen, I could key them out and kind of layer them over top of each other. So the whole video was just kind of made not knowing what was going to happen next. And the movement was really just kind of like, hey, what can I get for free? I almost call it like free movement. So we would put cutouts onto a record player and have them spinning, and I would film that. And that was giving me some movement that I didn't have to do frame by frame. And really it was just kind of this instantaneous energy that I was trying to capture to match the tone of the song. The handmade quality of the work is just kind of something that happens naturally. People, when they watch these videos, they can really tell that it was done by hand because there's this shakiness to it. And I think that also what you're seeing in this movement is you're seeing me kind of piecing together the video one thought at a time. So it kind of feels like you're watching the video being assembled as you're seeing it. So it's kind of, it's interesting and dynamic in that way. With the Andy Shauf Magician video, that was shot over Skype. Andy couldn't make it to Montreal, so I had my buddy Jeff Fitzgerald shoot him in Toronto. He's actually the guy shooting this video right now. We had him, footage of him that we shot, and then everything else was kind of collage over top in layers. And I used, my grandparents' postcards. I would go to, thrift stores and find books and cut things out from there. I just wanted him to be kind of in the center, and I wanted everything to be kind of drifting around him and changing, but you could still kind of like lock in on him, his eyes and his mouth, as he's performing the song. I'm always looking for these like exit strategies because everything's layers. I can get out of a sequence when I want. I can get into a new sequence just by, pulling away the backdrop and revealing something new. I really like that. It allows me a lot of flexibility with the editing, and it keeps it interesting and surprising for me the whole way through. The Flying Lotus post-requisite video, a super fun video. So honored to be able to work with Steve on this. He really just kind of let me do whatever I want. So I had to set the limitation of, hey, let's give this one camera movement that we're moving back and forth between. No storyboards. It was really absurd. It was just kind of trying to see, how we could outdo each other in every scene and just do something that made us laugh and was totally ridiculous. And that was really the thread between the whole thing, is just kind of doing something super absurd with collage and being funny and gross. It's really just about if it fits well in the composition, like if it makes sense to me. It's almost like I'm assembling my own puzzle, and if it makes sense to me, the puzzle looks complete, we're good. Bad, Bad, Not Good, Timid, Intimidating was probably one of the most ambitious videos that I've ever done because I actually went against my own rule and I storyboarded everything. It was really taking a chance both in the pre-production side of it, trying to build this kind of story, but also when we got out there to shoot it, it was, taking an even bigger risk because the weather was crazy. These cutouts were printed on a substrate, and then when the wind hit them, they became like sails, and we were all just trying to control them. There's people behind there actually holding them. So they're kind of like these things that could fly out of our hands and fly all over the place, and we actually had to kind of avoid getting sliced up by them. There's this kind of unusual quality to the film because you're looking at these things and they could have been composited, but then there's this, little subtle wind movement that shows you that they're there, and there's water kind of dripping off of them. And I think it actually adds to the video and it makes it quite unique. And yeah, it's a really special one for me. It was a really good challenge, and I really had a lot of fun. So with the jump cut corridor video, it was so much fun working with Philip Tardif and just kind of passing shots back and forth. There was a lot of rotoscoping old videos. We were just trying to kind of find as many humorous shots as we could, or humorous compositions. I wanted to kind of feel classic and from another time, but at the same time, feeling like it's a part of internet meme culture. And a big part of it was surprise. The whole time that we're making the video, we don't know what's coming next. So we're really piecing it together shot by shot, and that keeps it really exciting for us, and it just kind of surprises us because we don't really know where we're going. And that's what creates the absurdity, and that's what makes it so fun to watch.
The Animal Collective We Go Back video was really fun because I got to collaborate with Michael Ensbrunner, who's a genius with photogrammetry. And it was really, really interesting use of the technique of kind of moving a camera around these scanned elements. I used Polycam and I used my phone, and I would just collage things to toys and garbage, and I would just scan that. We scanned the interior of a garbage can, and those became worlds that Michael stitched together. And it was really about passing these kind of scans back and forth, him moving the camera around, and then me adding things in Photoshop to make the compositions pop, to make certain elements pop. And yeah, I think it was a really fun, playful way of working. And we really didn't have any storyboards. We were just kind of piecing things together one sequence at a time.
Fox Warren, listen to me. The last video that I'm gonna do, it was such an honor to finish that off with Philippe Tardif, collaborating with him again on a second music video. It's almost like you never listen to me when I'm speaking. You should listen. Just another person that has this kind of magical touch. He was able to kind of bring this like classic, eloquent movement to these characters that I would never be able to do on my own. And I think that's the beauty of collaboration, is that we play to our strengths and we kind of riff off each other. So, I would mock these things up in Photoshop, collage things together, and then he would just bring them to life in such an amazing way. I really think that when we're collaborating, vision is a little bit overrated. I'd almost say that you want the vision to kind of be hazy, and it's really about this journey that you're taking together. And from one shot to the next, you're just kind of discovering these details and heightening them, and kind of really just kind of trying to be playful and have this kind of exchange of ideas and not really be kind of certain where things are going. I think that keeps things fresh for the creators, and it keeps it surprising for the viewers. So yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to collaborate with Philip on my last video, and such an amazing experience.